A river of boiling lava from the eruption of Mount Nyiragongo has come to a halt outside Goma, sparing the city in the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo. The volcanic eruption sent thousands fleeing during the night. Authorities say at least 5 people were killed in related accidents.
A volcanic eruption near Democratic Republic of Congo's main city appeared to have halted on Sunday morning after raging through local villages. Video footage showed a smoking trail of lava pouring down on Saturday night as the nearby Mount Nyiragongo erupted. Thousands fled with their belongings on foot, some towards the nearby border with Rwanda. This man from a local village says he woke up and saw the red sky and lava. He, along with other residents, fled and are looking for shelter in Goma. As the sun rose on Sunday, much of the hillside to the north of the town was burned black and houses had been demolished. The sky was once again a cloudy grey. Lava crossed a main road out of Goma, cutting it off from cities to the north. Traffic was in gridlock in most places as people tried to leave or return to assess the damage to their homes. This local resident said the government must figure out how to reopen this road so that residents can travel between Goma and Rwanda. Saturday's eruption appears to have been caused when fractures opened in the volcano's side, causing lava flows in various directions. Nyiragongo's previous eruption in 2002 killed 250 people and left 120,000 homeless. It's one of the world's most active volcanoes and is considered among the most dangerous.
For the latest on this story, we're now joined by the youth leader and social activist Espoir Ngalukiye in Goma in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Espoir, a very good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Globe.
Thank you so much.
Now, we're getting reports that the lava flow has since been halted. So what have you heard or what are you seeing?
For now, the eruption have stopped because it stopped in Nyiragongo, in the village called Buhene, and people living in Goma went in Sake, went in Rwanda, but they are coming back. All those people are coming back, but we are regretting the majority of those people lost their houses, lost their business, even schools, even hospitals, people lost it. But for now, we are waiting for what the government will do for us as people, as citizens, so that we'll say, okay, this government is here for helping people or not.
We understand that the death toll is still at 5. Has there been, an increase in the number of deaths of people killed by this lava?
So until now, some people were killed, but the real number, I think it will be growing up. And some people, 9 people yesterday were killed in the accident of people who were leaving Goma, going in the west parts of the city, and the car, the biggest car, was very quick, and it made an accident. 9 people lost their life, and now we are waiting for the arrival of the government delegation, which will be in Goma tomorrow, and we are hoping that they'll make some decisions which can help. And they'll give the statistic of the latest statistics of the number of people who were killed and the number of houses which were lost to, and what the government will do as the next step.
We may not be exposed to natural disasters or natural occurrences such as this one, but those people who died, just fill us in on how they met their deaths. Could it have been a possibility that they were not evacuated in time?
So I don't know exactly how those people were killed. I don't know even the age, because everyone were seeing the progression of the volcano, and I can't judge them, but I think they weren't just more I don't know how can I say it, but they they lose some mind. They lose some minds by waiting. I don't know, but as I wasn't there, I can't judge them by saying they could do this or this. And the biggest responsibility is about the public service, which have the responsibility to have a plan and to make a survey on the volcano evaluation or every day. Even though in this public administration service, they were surprised too. And it just because they said they didn't have money for, say, for 5 months, they didn't have money for their service. And it's very regrettable.
What are the geological officials saying? Were they able to predict this incident? Or
And
was
this
there
is
any
what,
warning, perhaps?
so this is what I'm saying. They could be able, but they are saying they didn't have money. And it's just an excuse because their work is to make their job is to survey every day the evaluation of the volcano, but they didn't it. And for now they are saying they are calling people just to
Now, Espoir, I
be
missed you there for a
quiet.
second. When you say they did not have money, they didn't have money to do what? Because the reasonable expectation of the geological or maybe the geology officials was to warn people in advance of any impending natural disaster or a natural occurrence.
Normally, their job is to survey, is to make is to evaluate the evaluation of the volcano. But for them, the excuse me to say it, the excuse is to say we didn't have money to pay people who will be on the volcano and to pay the machines too, because some of the machines they are not working. Even the internet connection, even the internet network, they are saying they didn't have it, and it's very regrettable.
So those areas which have been affected, are those areas habitable now? In short, can people go back and live, live in those areas as normal as they did previously? I mean, previous before the volcano.
Nope, because the lava now it's hot because before the house it was houses, now they become stones, and I mean lava and stones, and they are whole. Those lava they are very hot now, and people cannot live there. And I was there today in the early morning, and I saw it's very hot. People can start by going there just I think a week after, because it's very hot, and the neighbor of the area, neighbors are living there, but they don't have any hope for tomorrow.
So in short, people cannot live in that area ever again, maybe after a few days after this volcano.
No. After the volcano, people can live there,
Okay.
can build houses.
All right. So what are you hearing in terms of where people have been evacuated?
Sorry?
What are you hearing in terms of where people have been evacuated?
So now the majority of people were evacuated in the south parts of Goma, and in the east parts, it's like, I mean, in Rwanda, it's the neighbor of Congo, and others in area which is called Sake. It's a rural city in Masisi territory, and the majority of those people are back, and they were there for their own money, for their own transport, not the government, not the governmental support. Any government support was registered yesterday and today.
So do you think it's risky for people to continue living there? Because this is not the first time that the Nyiragongo mountains have erupted, have had, or have experienced a volcanic, eruption such as this one.
I like this question. And I think like in Japan he had many volcanoes and people are living in Japan. Even
Okay.
in here, people can still living here. The government have just to support scientists and geological, even now we have earthquake in here right now as I'm speaking, but it stopped. And I was saying, people, we have to still living here. We just need to support scientists. Governments have to support the administration, public.
Espoir? All right, we seem to have lost Espoir there. Yeah, he's a youth, he's a social activist, just giving us an update with regards to, the halting of the volcanic flow in Goma. And I do understand that we have him back on the line. Hi, Espoir, you're just taking us through some of the developments.
Yeah,
Please carry on.
Yeah, it looked like I had a network problem, but now I'm back.
Okay. So in terms of, I was just wondering, Espoir, where people have been placed. Are they placed in camps, or has the government provided accommodation of some sort?
No any government accommodation support. People are living in their friends, family, and they're living in their brothers and sisters' family. And I think next time people will start living in schools and in church. We are waiting only, and in few days, how people will start to manage themselves. Instead of those people who came from Rwanda, those who came from Masisi, any government support is registered right now.
So does the DRC have enough capacity in terms of, capacitating the science agencies to help deal with, natural occurrences such as these?
Right now, theoretically, it exists, but practically, it's not exist. It's not exist for real, because we can evaluate them for the results, not just by speaking, for the results of their work.